Hey everyone, Kevin here. So let's talk about failure today. Yeah, I know, heavy topic. But specifically, I wanted to discuss the question of will I fail leaving teaching? And well, yeah, you will. I get some version of that question every now and then, or I see it on LinkedIn with educators who are struggling to find work after making their transition out of the classroom. But that's to be expected. In a previous video, I mentioned how the entire process to be fully transitioned into a new career typically takes between 6 to 12 months, and I feel today's topic warrants me revisiting that and clarifying something a little bit. Unless you are extremely lucky and can find a position quickly, you will just be another person in the job search trenches, fighting for a role that can support you financially and bring you that happiness you've been missing. So, realistically, you will take some time to get to that point. Upskilling will take time. Networking will take time. And applying to jobs and conducting interviews will take time. During that process, you are going to fail. And that's okay. You are going to feel like you don't know what you're doing sometimes. You're going to feel like the dozens of jobs you applied to aren't getting you interviews, much less a position. Most of all, you are going to wonder if you really can succeed leaving education due to the stigma of teachers not being able to do anything other than teach. Now, first off, that stigma really is starting to go away due to so many hundreds of thousands of us leaving the profession. But more importantly, life is a trial and error process to begin with. No one succeeds all the time. You are just already hypersensitized to failure for two important reasons. One, you are already struggling with the feeling of failing at the job you thought would be your forever career. And two, the public school system demonizes failure, and you got used to being worried about it every single day. Whether it was through evaluations that were used to catch you doing something wrong and berate you for it, or the realism that you had to teach to standardized tests, because if your students performed poorly on them, you would be the one to shoulder the burden of that supposed failure. Oh, and one more thing, you did not fail at teaching. Teaching failed you. It failed the students, and it failed to create a safe and conducive working and learning environment for everyone involved. This is why you feel worried about failure, not just about the money or career reasons, but that you are used to not succeeding in doing what you want to do. It is a massive reason why you left education in the first place. Now, I know me simply saying that you are going to fail isn't exactly helpful. But you need to recognize that you will fail and experience hardships before understanding where to go from there. And that begs the question, where should you go from here? Well, find something you are passionate about and continuing doing it or learning about it. Have a growth mindset where you are willing to learn and try new things that a company you are interviewing with does. Find a community of people who can help you through these difficulties, not only for the betterment of your mental health, but also to improve practical things about the career you want to transition into. This is where coffee chats and those type of things come in, by the way. Now, when you are surrounded by like-minded people, passionate, sympathetic people, who you are much less likely to continue failing. Make sure to still do this after you get a job, too. You are going to have things you don't understand, but being willing to learn and ask for help from those in your community will get you through those issues. Simply put, if at first you don't succeed, try again. You will get there with time, patience, and strength of character. And as always, I'm here to help you and remind you of that too. See you next time.